Meanwhile, in a museum in Berlin, IBBC executive Wexler meets with the consultant to bring some big news. Italian prime ministerial candidate and arms manufacturer Calvini has cancelled his deal with the bank, so the consultant must take care of him. Sometime later, Louis is checking the news and discovers that IBBC's senior vice president of acquisitions Clement has died in a mysterious road accident. The next morning in the Interpol headquarters in France, Louis' superior Victor finds him early in the office surrounded by research. Louis is sure Clement was Thomas' informant and he was killed for snitching because the times on Gendarmerie's accident report don't match the statement given by Jonas, the IBBC chairman. Louis wants to go to Luxembourg to talk to Jonas and catch him with the lie, but Victor refuses, reminding Louis he isn't a cop anymore. Louis changes his mind by pointing out how the IBBC is constantly being blocked by the complexities of international law and gets to travel to the IBBC offices, where he sees Jonas with Wexler yet gets ignored by them. Instead, Louis is received by White, the bank's legal counsel, and the commissioner of the gendarmerie. Louis is angry that he can't meet with Jonas as he was promised, but he explains the reason for his visit anyway, pointing out the difference in times between the report and Jonas' statement. The commissioner grabs the report and immediately tells him it was simply a typing mistake from his employees. Louis has no choice but to leave without a fight, and on his way out, he gets a call from Eleanor telling him that the full tox analysis they ran on Thomas' body is inconclusive. The levels of cyanide in his blood aren't high enough to count as poisoning. This leaves Louis so paranoid that when someone accidentally bumps into him, he turns around and grabs the person rather violently, thinking they were trying to poison him as well. But it was just a random client of the bank. Later in the evening, Eleanor keeps calling Clement's wife to see if she knows anything. The poor woman doesn't want to be bothered anymore, but Eleanor points out her husband was probably killed and wasn't in an accident, so she gives her a phone number in case she remembers anything. Seconds later, Eleanor receives a message from Clement's wife saying she had no idea her husband was meeting with Interpol, but when it comes to the matter of illegal weapons, he was in contact with Calvini. Meanwhile, Louis shows up at Victor's house to tell him how the bank paid off the gendarmerie to change the report. Victor wants Louis